hear me? I hope that my mic is finally fixed to a point where it's not killing everybody.
You sound fine. You don't sound like a robot anymore.
Alright, awesome.
We're going to be heading into the
definitely
show
not
match.
sound like a robot.
That's true. Everyone can see this alright? We're going to be seeing a match with the boss.
Woo. Okay, cool. So, sorry for the weird audio crap, but we have an exciting show match coming up between two of the top CSO players. Both of them are 4,200 points Masters League players.
Alright, continue, Duran. We're just hammering out sound issues.
Alright, so we have Stalife and Ostoji. Stalife plays for University of British Columbia, and Ostoji plays for the University of Western Ontario. Both players are 4,200 points Masters players. They are really good. Crevasse is one of the new GSL maps. Oh my god. Why is the Facebook contest thing up there?
It is?
Oh. Yeah.
Whoa, sorry there. You guys don't know that about that yet.
So, spoiler alert. We have some contests to be announced later on. Now, let's get back to the game. Alright, so this is going to be Crevasse, which is one of the new GSL maps. And we are seeing Stalife, who is from British UBC, who is one of the playoff teams, spawning at the lower right-hand position as the Green Terran, and Ostoji, who plays for Western Ontario, who is also currently a playoff team, spawning as the Purple Zerg at the bottom left. Mona?
That is correct. Let's see. Ostoji sending out a scouting drone right now. Oh, alright. Someone just won a trivia question, by the way. Someone just found out. Power Rank 22 is McMaster University, one of our playoff schools. Congratulations to Benny Cook, who sent that in. He knows everything about everything in CSL. Alright.
Alright, so we do see that the drone from Ostoji is kind of hacking away at the SUV, just being a little bit annoying. It's not going to be able to kill it, or actually really do anything. Actually, he did get pretty close to killing it, but Stalife is going in with some cool SUV repair action. Not going to get to. The drone is going to have to run away. And meanwhile, Ostoji is going for a 14 hatch, 15 pool, which is a pretty standard build on this map, especially given the huge distances of these new GSL maps.
Alright, I'd like to apologize for a second. Apparently, Lakecalf in the stream got it first. Sorry, Benny. And congratulations to Lakecalf. Alright, so he will be winning, what again, a mouse pad or an avatar?
We will check. It can either be a mouse pad or an avatar. Either way, I have like 10,000 mouse pads, so it's all good.
Everyone gets a mouse pad today.
Yep. And Stalife is actually going for a sort of a sneaky factory, kind of hiding behind this one little tree over here. It's up on the ledge. Now, I have actually talked to Stalife about this show match, and I know for a fact that he's going to be doing some pretty exciting things. And I do not want to spoil it, so I will keep my mouth shut. But let me just... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just heard that Stalife plays very unconventionally sometimes. He played in the Flag for Cancer, hosted by Dalhousie University, and he didn't really go the standard builds. He tried new things. So sometimes his play would seem a little shaky, but it'd be always very entertaining to watch. So I'm excited to see what this factory means. Blue Flame Hellion Drop? Maybe? Oh, what is that? He's lifting his factory right now. He's probably going to try to build a tech lab?
Well, the point of the factory is he's going to use that to scout. He is making a starport now, and at this point, it's really... He can go in a million different directions here, depending on what happens. He is also building a second barracks, so he could go for a tech lab or a reactor on that starport, and that would really vastly change the way he's going to play. For example, a tech lab could indicate anything from Ravens to Banshees to a bunch of other crazy stuff. Meanwhile, in Ostoji's base, he has got a Roach Roaring down. You can see he's not really... He has produced a couple roaches. He has four roaches. He is pushing out, planning on putting a little bit of pressure on Stylife's base. But as you can see, the distances between the two bases, especially in these horizontal positions, are incredibly long. So Stylife is very, very well likely going to have enough units to defend this initial attack by Ostoji.
Then again, there are 2 roaches and only 3 Marines. Marauder's finally out. It's going to be able to snipe away at these roaches. I think he might find himself in a little bit of trouble. Oh, nope. Roach is back up.
One of the roaches does get taken out, and Ostoji is continuing to put the pressure on. 2 Marines get taken out. He is doing a pretty good job with this pressure. But his 3 roaches are pretty much damaged. He is backing off. And again, that rush really was only meant to put a little bit of pressure, probably force some unit production as opposed to SCV production from Stylife. And you can see that his factory is going to get some valuable scouting information. He does see the expansion from Ostoji. What he should do is run the factory into the main, but he is actually not doing that.
Yo! Whoa! We have a battlecruiser coming into play.
I know. I told you. We were going to see some cool stuff.
Whoa!
Stylife is going for a BC rush. We do see the fusion core. The first battlecruiser is underway. And meanwhile, Ostoji is going for a Baneling nest and an evolution chamber. So we're probably going to be seeing Ling Baneling play from Ostoji, and he is going to be taken, let's say, off guard by the battlecruiser. Stylife is also going for a drop. He has loaded up a Marauder and 6 Marines into his medevac, but it is going to get scouted by this Overlord, so Ostoji is going to have a lot of time to prepare for it.
Definitely. If you take a look at the income tab, actually, Ostoji is really skyrocketing in Harvesters, almost twice as much. I mean, 41 to 26. That's a huge lead right now in terms of economy. Then again, Stylife is going for a very unconventional build, and just rushing for battle cruisers. He's had to cut it off. His drop is about to... Oh, picks up the drop just in time. The drop is going to find a difficult time in trying to land. He's surrounded by Zerglings, surrounded by roaches on every side. Then again, he's doing a lot of nice...
he is planning on taking off that Overlord, I think. Actually, Overlord has 3 health left. One more shot from Marine will be able to take down the Overlord. Stylife is also working on his 2nd battlecruiser. I think he's probably going to wait until he gets about 3 or 4. And that's actually a lot of damage. Battlecruisers have some pretty insane firepower.
He has revealed his hand, though. He fired at a Zergling at the Zelmaga Tower, and he's coming in right now, gonna take down that Overlord that he was planning on taking down. Distracting Ostoji, on the other hand, with his drop and battlecruisers on both sides.
Ostoji has actually no anti-air, really. He has 3 queens, but he has no other anti-air. So actually, this battlecruiser might be doing quite a bit of damage. You can see they do some pretty intense damage, killing 2 Overlords now. Now he's going to be plugging away at these queens. A really good transfusion by Ostoji, and Stylife is going to have to run away. There are now 4 queens out. Ostoji is going to see 2 more queens, and a fire is coming down. So it looks like Stylife made a little bit of a blunder in revealing his battlecruisers too early. I honestly think he should have waited until he had about 3 or 4. And that would have been kind of like a spent ball of battlecruiser.
Definitely. Actually, Ostoji just went for a Zergling sort of bust, even though Zerglings don't really bust at the front, but he was just repelled. So now his Zerglings are just running around in the middle of the map trying to become Banelings. We might see a Baneling bust soon.
Banelings are being produced, and the factory that's basically dead has scouted that. Ostoji is also going for his 3rd base. He's making 4 crawlers, lots of 3 4 crawlers now under production. Yamato cannon is being researched, or I guess in StarCraft 2 it's called weapons refit, right? But yeah, that is being researched, so Stylife is going to have some insane firepower coming from battlecruisers. His 3rd battlecruiser is now out, and he is pressuring hardcore with these first 2 battlecruisers. The queens do have a lot of energy, so they are going to be able to transfuse. And actually, 7 corruptors are in production now from Ostoji, so he is doing quite a bit of countering these battlecruisers.
To be honest, I can't see these battlecruisers ending well.
No, do not. Oh crap! A huge mono goes off. One corrupt gets taken out, but there are so many corruptors that I don't think it matters. One of the battle cruisers does get taken out. The second one is about to die. All Salad Marines get taken out as well. So that was a really bad trade, actually. Only 2 or 3 corruptors were killed in exchange for 3 battle cruisers. Definitely not something that you would like to volunteer up to your opponent. 3 battle cruisers is a crap load of money. That's 1,200 minerals and 900 gas fee basically just wasted away. And now the corruptors are scouting around Salad's base. Salad is actually making a 3rd command center and lots of barracks. So he's basically transitioning into a completely normal play after his pretty ineffectual battlecruiser rush. Meanwhile, Oxogy has a ton of Zerglings, Banelings, and a couple of Needles. He's also researching air upgrade and continuing with his Needles stuff.
He's actually taking out the rocks that open up the shortest path from his base to Starlight's base. That's one of the interesting features on Kickoff. You can make flanks, just break rocks, just open up new avenues of attack, and he is definitely going to go into attack soon. Right now.
And I think that there's no way Salad is going to be able to win this. Oxogy has way too much. Salad GGs are there. So, kind of an interesting ploy from Salad, but again, it does not work out for him, unfortunately. And we are going to have the next game coming up. It's Salad's map choice after these messages. Did you read the PT Sports commercial too? Post up Delta Squadron. All right, we are back. Are we on?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
are on.
Yeah. We're back. Game 2 is going to be on Delta Quadrant. So G took home the first game, so the score is now 1-0, and we are going straight into Game 2.
I'm wondering if Starlight is going to continue to do innovational builds. Innovative builds. I'm an English major, guys.
coming from an English major, pretty off.
Alright, so I'm wondering if he's going to go for any innovative builds. Seeing as how his battlecruiser rush didn't really work out that game, we are going to be on Delta Quadrant. The distances are much shorter on this map. We might see some sort of rush timing push. We're actually getting some trash talk from both players. Nova Stella saying, I'm going to snipe you down. Ostajoy G says, good luck.
And he says the University of Western Ontario fighting.
That's right. Both these teams are represented in the playoffs, so we might actually see a matchup again between them. We'll see the brackets later tonight. Stay tuned for that. So, Duran, who do you think?